Hi everybody, this is Rhys Barber from Audiology Associates. Thanks for watching our foreign body removal from the ear today. Stay tuned for this one, guys. You don't want to miss this one. It's a really good one. So this patient came through feeling really blocked up in the ear canal. Now this is actually, well, you tell me what it is. Pop it into the comment section below and I'll try really hard not to tell you what it is all the way through. I'll drop you the answer in the next video then if you want. So we're just removing this particular foreign body. You can see it's made of rubber. It's quite kind of dome shaped. There's got this little hole in the middle of it. So what do you think this could be, guys? What do you think it's for? So we're just going to take this away. You can see we're holding onto this with a crocodile forceps. We're going to slowly bring this down. But you can see it's just got a little bit stuck at the entrance. It's a pretty big piece inside of this, but look what comes out attached to the end of it. It's not an eardrum or anything, I promise, okay? But you look at the end of this, you'll see that white material under there. Now, we will show you that in a bit more detail. Basically, what's happened is behind this foreign body, see, I didn't tell you, is basically the skin hasn't been able to migrate down the ear canal particularly well. So what we've ended up with is loads of really dry, dead skin trapped behind this. Now this particular patient's been back and forth to their doctor looking at trying to get get this fixed. Basically, they were in a lot of pain with this, and they've been suffering with a sort of not discharge from the ear, but a lot of pain, lots of irritation with the ear. So the GP assumed it was an ear infection, took a look in there, and then prescribed antibiotics. Now, unfortunately, the problem is that the foreign object was in there, which is what was causing all the pain and discomfort because it was lodged so deep in the ear canal, and all this wax and all this skin had built up behind it that was causing some real issues. Now this skin is dry as a bone. It has gone so dry, so solid in here. You can see as we peel this away just how firmly attached it is to the canal wall. So as I'm trying to pull this down, it's got to come away because it's all dead skin, and in this deep in the ear canal it's not going to migrate out very well. So you've got different portions of the ear canal. The innermost portion, sorry, my throat's a bit dry today. The innermost portion is basically surrounded by your skull, which means that the skin in that particular portion, as it tries to migrate out the ear canal, can take bits of dead skin away, but not really chunky pieces like this. So if you don't remove this using suction or get it out manually, then you're going to end up, it's going to stay in there, it's going to keep drying off, and this patient's going to have even more trouble again. So you can see now I've popped a little bit of olive oil in here. No, I've actually flooded it rather than put a lot of bit of olive oil. Oh my goodness me, let me put my teeth in. Okay. I've flooded it rather than putting a little bit of olive oil in there. I can't talk today, I'm so sorry guys. But you can see how we had a patient in one of the previous videos where there was a very different ear canals on both sides. So you end up with very dry skin on one side and then skin that had moisturized on the other. So what we're doing with the olive oil here is actually moisturizing the skin. Now we're not talking about putting it in, leaving the patient for 20, 30 minutes and coming back. This is literally a minute. You're popping this in, patient tilts their head over to the side to allow the oil to work its way down, and then you carry them back on. But what effect it has is it softens the skin. So as we were trying to pull those really hard chunky pieces out, it really wasn't coming away very well. But when you soften it with a bit of olive oil, look at the difference it makes. The skin is peeling away from the canal wall. The dead skin is coming away from the canal wall really easily. And when we lift this up, you can see you get these long strips now coming away. Now, what does the patient feel when this is happening? The patient's going to feel lots of pulling sensations. They're actually feeling, they really enjoyed having the suction done. And the reason being is when you've got these layers of kind of dead skin maybe, or some really hard wax on the canal, it can feel really itchy. And the reason for that is because these two layers are passing over one another with things like jaw movement and stuff like that, it's basically causing a little bit of friction, which is where the itch is coming from. And your body does that with everything. When it needs to scratch something off, it gives you an itch because it's trying to get you to get in there and take that layer off. Obviously you can't do that with your ear canals, but when you go in here then with these tools then and start removing that, it actually feels really nice. It's giving you that kind of deep scratchy sensation that you're not able to do by getting anything in there really. So you can see lots and lots of bits of dead skin coming away. Make sure you stay tuned for the ruler shot at the end because you'll see the side of that piece of skin that was attached to the back of this foreign object. Almost this foreign object that was in there as well. I want you to have a guess in the comment section below, guys. Go on, have a stab what you think it is, and I'll tell you on the I promise I will really try and remember to tell you on the next video as well, so I won't leave you hanging for too long. So you can see there was a lot of dead skin down in the recess as well. Just everything, that particular object had plugged the ear canal so well that it just wasn't able to get all of this past it. But yeah, patient had, I can't tell you that, but it'll give you away. I'll tell you that story next time. But yeah, we're just trying to get these last kind of remnants around here. So what we'll do with the dead skin, you'll see it, I'll peel away. So far you can see the olive oil's worked underneath that skin there to allow it to come away. I'll peel away until we get to the kind of the good skin underneath. And the way you tell the difference, first of all, it's colour. It's going to look very different. The new skin is going to have this pinker hue to it. Old kind of dead skin looks like this does, which is kind of this kind of yellowy, beigey kind of colour. So what we'll do, we'll peel this away, and then as we take this away, it'll start to peel all the dead skin, but it'll leave the healthy skin behind, because what we don't want to do is cause any bleeding in here by taking away too much of this stuff. You can see a lot of blurring to the camera as well, and that's because of the olive oil, or the amount of olive oil we're putting in there. So we've got this last kind of section here down at the bottom. You can see I'm trying to lift that up there. There we are. You can see that long plate. That was hidden. Now, it's not uncommon when you're looking in the ear canal, just as you go into the canal, you've got this kind of little dip just there, and it's not uncommon to get bits that come right up to the edge here. You might miss those, so sometimes it's good just to tilt the endoscope down a little bit to have a look at them. So we've managed to get hold of that, bring it forwards. It's angular. It's like a little, it's a little cornflake basically. So we're just gonna go in with the crocodile forceps, clamp onto that, bring that out. There we go. There's a little bit of dead skin attached to the back end. You can see just there coming away. Brilliant. Okay, so we're looking a lot better now. Just a little bit, you can see, I'm having a little look around there with the endoscope. Let's just take this section away here. There we go. So what will happen is, now we've got rid of the foreign object, that natural migration process, that conveyor belt we talk about all the time with the skin, is now going to be reinstated, and that's all going to be moving out towards the outer part of the ear canal, and then that's going to just fall out then, or be picked up with a little bit of wax. There you are. You can see just how wet and kind of tender the skin underneath looks. So we don't want to do too much more here. I'm just going to see if I can nip this a little bit away. There we go. I think we'll call it a day at that. So this is what was in the ear. So what is this object, guys? Drop it into the comment section below, and I will let you know on next video as to what it was. There's that layer of skin. So there's the object of the 1 centimeter, the 7/8 of an inch mark. All of that to the right hand side was what came out attached to the back end of it. So you can see just how much dead skin had accumulated. It is almost fused around that object and it attached itself to it. So your patient was really lucky they came through when they did. I think if this had gone on a lot longer, this patient would have ended up with a really nasty, serious infection sitting behind that, which could have caused some damage to both the ear canal and the eardrum itself. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video as much as I did voicing it over. I told you it was a good one. So I will let you know the answer to whatever this object is on our next video. But as always, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of your ears, and take care of one another. And I shall see you real soon, and I'll put my teeth in, I promise, for the next video. Bye, everyone.